And I'll never forget this. And this is my favorite part of the story is after a few of these private sessions, if you will, he's like, "Hey, Danny. So, as many of you know, I grew up basically with a single mom, and she had to work really hard and long hours to make it work for us. And I'm very thankful that she did that. I really liked sports, and I was athletic enough to make the team, but I wasn't necessarily going to be in the paper all the time, unless we were talking about track. I did pretty well on that. But where this story is going in regards to promoting is I really wanted to play basketball. And, you typically learn basketball moves and plays from your dad. And this is before, this is back in the 80s. Okay. So there wasn't like youth sports like it is today where these kids are on elite teams in third grade. And so I hadn't really played organized basketball. I went to John Sedgwick Junior High in good old Port Orchard, Washington, or as I love to call it, big time PO, enduringly. And I made the eighth grade basketball team. Now, I didn't even know that there were plays in basketball. Okay. I watched basketball, but I just thought they were just kind of doing their thing running around. I didn't know there was actual plays. And so in eighth grade, I was about 5'10, not the tallest, but not the shortest. And I made the team. We had our first practice, and we had this coach. His name was Ernie. He was a custodian for his profession at, I believe, it was an elementary school. And he was a great man. He really, really pushed us. We were not the most talented basketball team. And if I tear up during this, it's only because it really means a lot to me. Ernie is really one of the first coaches that really invested in me. And so after I made the team, we had a couple practices, and Ernie could really uh he really knew that I didn't know what I was doing. I guess is the best way to explain it. And I'll never forget this. Instead of yelling at me, instead of belittling me, instead of making fun of me, he pulled me aside. We sat down on the bench and he said, "Hey," and back then I wasn't Dan, I was Danny. And so he was like, "Hey Danny, listen, I can see that you kind of don't know what you're doing. And we really need you to be on this team, and we really need you to develop some skill sets, and more importantly, we really need you to know the plays. What I'm going to do is I want to spend, after practice is over, I want to spend 15 to 20 minutes with you extra to teach you the plays, to teach you some certain things I think would really help your game." Now, when you're in eighth grade, I was thankful, but nowhere near as thankful as I am now at 49.